Arav worked in a mid-sized corporate office located in a busy business district. The office had glass walls, constant emails, and a fast-moving work culture. People there measured success by deadlines, numbers, and performance reviews. Arav was not the loudest employee in the office. He did not speak much during meetings and rarely shared his opinions unless asked. He believed in doing his work quietly and honestly. Because of this, many colleagues underestimated him. He joined the company as an operations analyst 2 years ago. His role involved handling reports, coordinating with teams, and ensuring processes ran smoothly. It was not a glamorous role, but it was critical to daily operations. Every morning, Arav arrived at the office on time. He reviewed emails carefully and planned his tasks for the day. While others rushed through their work, Arav focused on accuracy. He believed that mistakes created bigger problems later. His manager noticed Arav's discipline, but had never truly tested him with a high-pressure task. Arav was reliable, but reliability is often invisible in busy offices. One Wednesday morning, the office atmosphere felt tense. The company was preparing for an important internal audit. The audit report would be reviewed by senior leadership and external stakeholders. Any mistake could damage the company's reputation. Several teams were involved in preparing the data. Each department had to submit accurate numbers before the final compilation. Time was limited and pressure was high. That morning, Arav received an email assigning him responsibility for consolidating operational data from multiple departments. The deadline was tight. The task required attention, coordination, and accountability. Arav read the email twice. He understood the importance of the assignment. He knew this was not just another report. This document could affect decisions at the highest level. He immediately started preparing a checklist. He listed required data points, departments involved, timelines, and possible risks. He did not panic. He believed planning reduced pressure. Throughout the day, Arav collected data from different teams. Some departments responded quickly, while others delayed. Arav followed up politely and professionally. He never showed frustration, even when responses were slow. By evening, most of the data had arrived. Arav stayed late to organize everything properly. He cross-checked numbers, corrected inconsistencies, and ensured alignment across reports. As he prepared to leave, he saved multiple backups. Experience had taught him that prevention was better than regret. That night, Arav went home tired but satisfied. He believed the next day would be about final verification and submission. He did not know that the real test was yet to come. The next morning, Arav reached the office earlier than usual. The building was quiet, and only a few lights were on. He liked these calm hours because they helped him think clearly. He opened his laptop and reviewed the files he had worked on the previous night. Everything looked organized, but Arav knew that audit work required more than surface accuracy. He started checking every figure again, comparing spreadsheets and internal reports. He marked a few numbers that needed confirmation and sent follow-up emails to the concerned departments. As the office slowly filled with people, the pressure increased. Emails started flooding his inbox. Some teams made small corrections. Others sent revised data that did not match earlier submissions. Arav carefully tracked every change and updated his master file. By mid-morning, he noticed a serious issue. One department's operational data did not align with the financial report submitted by another team. The difference was not small. If left unresolved, it could raise serious questions during the audit. Arav did not panic. He knew that audits often exposed hidden inconsistencies. He began tracing the source of the mismatch. He reviewed historical data, previous month reports, and internal notes. The task required patience and focus. While others around him discussed weekend plans and office gossip, Arav stayed absorbed in his work. He skipped unnecessary breaks and focused on resolving the issue. His eyes felt tired, but his mind stayed sharp. As the day progressed, Arav realized that the discrepancy was caused by a change in reporting methodology that had not been communicated properly. One team had updated its process, while the other was still using an older format. This discovery explained the mismatch, but fixing it was not simple. The data needed recalculation, validation, and approval. Time was running out, and the submission deadline was approaching fast. Arav reorganized his schedule. He postponed less important tasks and focused entirely on the audit report. He created a revised framework that aligned all departments under the same reporting structure. By late afternoon, another challenge appeared. The company's internal system slowed down due to heavy usage. Files took longer to open, and some reports failed to load completely. Frustration spread across the office. Arav stayed calm. He relied on the backups he had saved earlier. He continued working offline, updating calculations manually where needed. His preparation from the previous day now proved valuable. As evening approached, exhaustion started showing. Arav's shoulders felt heavy, and his eyes burned from staring at the screen for hours. Still, he did not stop. He knew that accuracy now would prevent serious problems later. He reviewed the entire report once again. He checked totals, references, and formatting. He ensured that every figure could be traced back to a source. He believed accountability was not just about completing work, but about owning its quality. Before leaving for the night, Arav saved multiple copies of the updated report and documented every major change. He wrote detailed notes explaining assumptions and adjustments. These notes would help if questions arose during the audit. As he shut down his laptop, Arav felt a mix of fatigue and determination. The work was far from over, but he felt prepared. He reminded himself that responsibility was not assigned, it was demonstrated through action. That night, Arav slept lightly. His mind replayed numbers, files, and deadlines. The next day would decide whether his effort truly mattered. The third day began with an unusual tension in the office. Arav could feel it as soon as he entered the building. The audit submission day had arrived, and everyone knew there was no room for error. Small mistakes that were usually ignored could now turn into serious problems. Arav went straight to his desk and opened the final version of the report. He reviewed the numbers once again, even though he had already checked them multiple times. He believed that careful review was not a waste of time, especially on critical days. Midway through the morning, an unexpected issue surfaced. One of the key data files became corrupted while syncing with the central system. Several linked calculations were affected, and totals started showing incorrect values. The system flagged errors across multiple sections of the report. The situation created silent panic across the operations team. Deadlines were approaching, and technical support was already overwhelmed. Arav felt a moment of stress, but he quickly controlled it. Panic, he knew, only slowed solutions. He immediately disconnected the corrupted file and accessed his offline backups. He compared timestamps and versions to identify the last stable copy. The process was slow and required careful attention, but Arav stayed focused. As he worked, Arav noticed how fragile systems could be. A single technical failure had the power to undo weeks of effort. This realization strengthened his belief in preparation and redundancy. The recovery process took several hours. During this time, Arav worked without distraction. He documented every correction and validated each recalculated number. His discipline prevented further errors from spreading. By early afternoon, the file stability was restored. The report was back on track, but time had been lost. The pressure intensified as the submission window narrowed. Arav adjusted his approach. Instead of rechecking everything from the beginning, he focused on high-risk sections. He prioritized accuracy where it mattered most. This strategic decision saved valuable time. While working, Arav reflected on his journey in the company. He remembered the days when his work went unnoticed. Now, even though no one was watching closely, he felt the weight of responsibility more than ever. Late in the afternoon, Arav finalized the master document. He ensured that all sections aligned perfectly and that the data told a clear and consistent story. He knew that audits were not just about numbers, but about trust. Before submission, Arav reviewed his documentation notes. He verified that every assumption was explained clearly. Transparency, he believed, was as important as correctness. As the final minutes approached, Arav submitted the completed report. He leaned back in his chair and took a deep breath. The immediate crisis was over, but the outcome was still unknown. The office slowly returned to its usual rhythm. Conversations resumed, and tension eased. Arav remained quiet, reflecting on the intensity of the past days. He knew that regardless of the result, he had given his best. For him, that mattered more than recognition. Still, deep inside, he hoped his effort would be seen and valued. After the report submission, a strange calm settled over the office. The intense pressure that had filled the last few days slowly faded, but uncertainty took its place. Everyone waited for feedback from senior management and external auditors. Arav returned to his regular tasks, but his mind often drifted back to the audit report. He wondered if he had missed anything, if every number truly reflected reality. Even though he had checked everything multiple times, doubt still tried to enter his thoughts. He reminded himself that doubt was natural after responsibility. What mattered was honesty in effort. Arav continued his work with the same discipline, answering emails, updating trackers, and supporting other teams. A few days passed without any news. Some colleagues assumed that no feedback meant everything was fine. Arav did not make such assumptions. He knew silence in corporate environments could mean many things. During this waiting period, Arav observed the office more closely. He noticed how people reacted differently under pressure. Some avoided responsibility. Others blamed systems or processes. Arav reflected on how easy it was to lose accountability when no one was watching. He also noticed changes in himself. He felt more confident